Those were the words of a mother who described her woes through poetry after visiting a government hospital today.
Many more such patients were left helpless today because of a token strike which was launched by doctors this morning.
The Government Medical Officers Association, or the GMOA, commenced a 4-hour strike action until noon today, citing that irregularities have taken place with regard to post-internship appointments. According to the GMOA, over 10,000 doctors from 1,571 hospitals island-wide had pledged their support for the token strike. The token strike, however, did not take place in flood-affected areas such as the Colombo, Gampaha and Kegol districts. Thereby, medical services at the National Hospital were carried out undisrupted. Only the emergency treatment unit and the intensive care units of the Kandy General Hospital were in operation during the token strike. Patients who had arrived to clinics were forced to make appointments for a different date. They told us come next week.
I have to go home and come back next week. Innocent people are the ones affected. With the various decisions made, the general public are the ones affected.
Several doctors attached to the GMOA and are serving at the Karapiti Teaching Hospital in Galle took part in the token strike. Patients were severely inconvenienced as only the emergency treatment unit at the hospital was in operation. The token strike was also in effect at the Anuradhapura General Hospital. This woman had arrived at the hospital at dawn this morning after travelling for hours from the Talab area. We came to get medicine. My child was taken to 2 private clinics and they said that they cannot treat him. They said that since it is a head-related illness, he must be taken to a hospital and must be either admitted or taken to the OPD. So if the OPD does not have medicine, what treatment do I give my child? They just die, don't they? This woman who suffers from kidney disease arrived at the clinic of the Chilaur General Hospital early this morning after travelling for nearly 45 kilometers. This is since I left home at 4 in the morning. I couldn't obtain my medicine. If it gets more late, I will not have a bus to travel home. Patients from Putlam, Kalpitiya, Toppua as well as Bingiriya in the Kurunegala district had arrived to the Chilaur General Hospital, which is the main hospital in the Putlam district. The emergency treatment unit at the Dikkoye Base Hospital in Hatton was the only service in operation this morning. Patients who arrived to the clinic and outdoor treatment at the Mathura General Hospital were turned back. Finally, the people don't have medicine. We are greatly inconvenienced by the strike.
Apart from the 3 districts that we mentioned, the strike action was successfully in effect in all other districts. We regret about the fact that patients were inconvenienced by this, but we had no choice. The Central Working Committee will convene on Thursday. Most probably we will launch a continuous strike action next week. There is also a possibility of a 1-day strike being launched within the course of this week. We are working with a subject minister who does not work via discussion, consensus and who is unsuitable for a good governance government. We cannot prevent this from turning into a chaos until the husband and wife factor is wiped out, until this list of appointments is suspended and until this nepotism which is in effect is ended. The Government Medical Officers Association will wholeheartedly carry on its battle to put an end to this program of handing over the country's medical sector to NGOs. Issuing a communique, the Ministry of Health said that the strike action will affect only functions of the outdoor patients departments and clinical services. The ministry says that trade union action did not take effect in the Colombo, Gampaha and Kegol districts as well as the Mahamudra Teaching Hospital. The communique states that most registered and assistant medical peripheral hospitals in the country functioned as usual. The Ministry of Health further notes that consultant and intern doctors provided treatment for in-house patients at all hospitals in the country as usual.